Well, gang, here we are, your obligatory weekly anniversary, well, week-versary. This morning, 10 weeks ago, we all stood in the office at the company and told that the service was suspended. Well, it's been a long and yet short 10 weeks. I went into bet if we do go back in July like they're hinting at, it will be as if the past few months have never happened. Rather trivially, I've missed out on the chance to kick up my underground statistics considerably. I mean, I would have used Baker Street now well over 100 times probably, and little trivial things like that, and when we go back, I'm not sure if I'll be able to because of public transport. We're being told, Chiltern Railways are saying, don't go basically. And if you do, I think you've got to book online a time slot or something. And then how do you get through the underground? Oh god, the Bakerloo trains are from the 70s. They're not built for modern day rush hour. I mean, you stood there, if you buy a corner like this, you're kind of up against the door. I read somewhere that TfL offered the Bakerloo trains to the Isle of Wight when they're taken out of service because they're getting new ones from 2022, 2023 I think, maybe after that this way, and the Isle of Wight said no thank you, we'll go with what we've got. I mean, the trains they have on the Isle of Wight are from 1938, so I would have thought 1970 trains were an improvement. Anyway, it's been a tough 2 months. I've not said anything, but I've done things, thought things, and still in touch with Samaritans, so I got to reply to their latest email. Unfortunately, the computer goes to pot when I do these videos, be it formatting the video or uploading them. Seems to be mostly formatting. I think it uses a lot of power, CPU, whatever they call it. So, we'll risk going to the shop tomorrow. Maybe even go to the canal. Still got the second wave to come, the third wave, and people are still... the government have tried, but it hasn't been enough, or they haven't done it properly, and but I think if you're in charge, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Or in government, you're damned if you do, damned if you do. We're not the kind of country though that can get away with sort of say shutting things down entirely and to hell with the people. I mean, the statistics elsewhere are rather interesting. I mean, I don't do figures well, but for a start, you can't compare the United States to Britain in terms of comparison cases, because the United States has almost 300 million more people living there than we do, and you can't compare us to, I don't know, Russia, because they're a much larger country and all this stuff. And Russia have come from nowhere to now be the second highest cases in the world. I think they're something like just short of 300,000 now. Brazil's coming up fast, unfortunately, 260 odd thousand, and their death toll were both, I believe, in the 4 digits rather than tens of thousands or whatever. They newspaper on Monday or Saturday, suggested that the WHO, World Health Organization, say that Ecuador's fatalities may be much worse because there were healthcare systems being overwhelmed and left for dirt, really. Qatar have got 10,000 odd cases and yet have only had 19 or so people die. So it's all what it is, and the government, the health advisor is saying today we've got to be prepared to live with it for weeks, if not months, if not years. Well, of course, that's what they've been saying since it started. How would this planet has survived? This current planet has survived with Spanish flu, which was much worse and claimed millions of lives. Oh, you can't go. Don't go out. Don't use the tube. Don't go to parks. I've kind of teetered and fallen into a crevasse, so I'm not even sure if returning to normal is going to go down terribly well. You never know, do you?